Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general collective full moon and Virgo reading. This isn't for any specific zodiac sign, so as always, just take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to be using the Moonology deck. I also have the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and I will be using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck for this reading. As I am recording this, we do have Sun in Pisces. The moon is already in Virgo. I'm recording this on the 13th, but the full moon is taking place on the 14th at 23 degrees, and right now it is at about, let's see, 13 degrees right now. So yeah, we're gonna jump right on in and see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection that we need as it pertains to this full moon and the collective. This full moon is a full lunar eclipse. As we have entered eclipse season, this moon will also go over the South Node, which is in Virgo as well. So yeah, let's see what's coming through for this full moon. You can check your houses to see where this energy may be playing out for you. Let's see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this full moon. Can I get one more? Alright, so bottom of the deck we have the full moon in Pisces, which says meditate and contemplate, or I thought it was the meditate and contemplate one, but it's actually balancing spirituality and practicality. That was the new moon in Pisces card that I was, reading or reciting. That makes me feel like the new moon in Pisces something was said. They're saying something was said during the new moon in Pisces. And whatever was said, someone is like thinking on it, that is meditating and contemplating on it. It could have been something that you said to someone or something that someone said to you. But whatever the case may be, I feel like with this full moon and Pisces energy, bring or balance spirituality and practicality. It's almost like there will be or there is a need to balance what you know and what you know, what you feel, and like the reality of the situation. There needs to be like, how can I say, they're saying an understanding between them, what you know, what you feel, and the reality of the situation. Because that's what Virgo energy is, right? It's mutable earth. This could be you or someone else. Or, as I always say, it's just the energy. I just use, people, places, or things or scenarios to explain it. Up under that, we have, work through your fears, new moon and Scorpio energy. And you know what they're showing me. And this was years ago, but when I first started doing this, because they're showing me double Dutch. So I'm turning and about, ready to have it. Like they're showing me people playing double Dutch. If you know what double Dutch is, you need two turners, and you need a jumper. And they're showing me that. They're showing me, people playing double Dutch. And I used to play double Dutch all the time as a kid. Sometimes I still get the urge and want to play. But these kids today, they have no idea the fun that we used to have back then playing double Dutch or just jump rope in general. Because they don't do it now, and I've never understood why. But I always said that, double Dutch was a very spiritual thing. Like you have to, like when you look at it and when you think about it, you have two turners. And the way that I seen the two turners was, like, because I wrote about it. I said it's something like something very, very spiritual that we created to like help us, get through as, just a way to pass, the time, but almost like constructively. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, I found it. Oh my God. So it says, I wrote this in 2023. And it says, man, I was just thinking about how double Dutch is a representation of the spiritual journey. The ropes equal the dark and light. The two turners are outside influences. The turning of the ropes is the two forces working simultaneously together. The jumper is you. The sound of the rope equals the rhythm and the frequency. So, with all things in motions, the jumper can now participate. But first, you have to catch the rhythm, the rocking back and forth before you're ready to jump in, observing and using your senses, the fear of intimidation. Then you jump in, which equals the leap of faith. But you have to keep moving, jumping. Otherwise, you run the risk of getting caught up in the ropes. But if you keep going, enduring and giving it your all, even if you stumble or get caught up in the ropes, you're ready to get back in. And it was in regards to a video that I had seen, and it was a bunch of adults playing double dutch in the middle of New York City. And I said, we always make a way to get through what we go through. And double dutch is just one of the ways, we created it. Like when you really think about it, if you ever played, if you ever, participated in it, like I like it's almost a feeling that I can't put into words. And that's the energy that I'm feeling right now. Like there's someone, whether this is you or someone you're connected to, they're in that jumper getting ready to jump into the ropes energy. Yeah, because look, And it says we have the new moon card at the bottom, which says a new start is coming. And, you know, new moons are all about, you know, releasing, you know, purging of letting go. So this person could be, you know, working through, or you know, working through your fears, getting ready to let something go so that something brand new can, you know, be brought to life. Um, and then we say, you know, adjustments are required with the third quarter moon. And then we have you and your loved ones are safe, which is the new moon in Cancer. Yeah, and it's almost like the way that this is making me feel like, yeah, with each new start, it's never like a easy going ride. You have to, you know, adjust to the new whatever it is, a new job, a new relationship, new surroundings, new, you know, environment, whatever the case may be. You have to adjust, but you can't let, you know, that fear hold you back. With Virgo being in the south node, you know, it represents, you know, where you've been, the things, you know, especially with the being Virgo, it's like the things you've been doing, the, you know, the patterns that you've created, you know, because Virgo is the sixth house. It rules, you know, what you do within your day to day, the routines you create, how you move about in your day to day. And it feels like, you know, for some of you, like that is, you know, changing. For some of you, it, you know, it is scary. It's a very scary feeling. It's a very scary thing to, you know, detach from that. But it's almost like with the north node being in Pisces, like it's broadening up your, like, it's a way to broaden your horizons. And it's you know, it's not something that, you know, you just go through. Everybody goes through this, whether they want to admit it or not, whether they're aware of it or not. We all go through, you know, changes and cycles, and, you know, being given the opportunity to grow or stay the same. So what's going on there? Yeah, and then we have be bold and make the first move, which is the cardinal moon. And then we have the answers you need are coming, the full moon in Gemini. And this is basically, you know, saying like, have the courage, have the faith to, you know, make this first move. Because what I learned when, you know, I went through what, you know, people would consider a spiritual awakening for me was like, I'm glad that I listened. That's all I can say. I'm glad that, you know, I decided to do it on my own volition, because I could almost feel like the universe pushing me in the direction, and, you know, me resisting, and I didn't like the way that felt. So I, you know, took it upon myself to just make, you know, the decision to just go ahead and go in the direction that ultimately I was going to go anyway, whether I wanted to or not. Yes, I know, you know, people believe, or you know, you may even believe in free will, but that's another video. But I do just believe that whatever you came here to do, you are going to do it before you leave this earth. We'll put it like that, whether you want to or not. So that's what this is making me feel like. As you embark on this new journey, you may not have all the answers right now, but like I said, what I learned as I started going, like everything started coming towards me. So you take one step and the universe takes like 10 steps towards you. And it's a very real thing. It's a very real thing. I knew it would come up. We have the new moon in Pisces card, meditate and contemplate. Yeah, because it's like you're trying to, for some of you, it's like you're trying to think too far ahead with a situation, and it's almost like the cards are like saying stop thinking and like get moving. Can I get one more? Because it's almost like for some of you, this Virgo energy could be making you very over analytical in regards to the situation, where it's just like, you know, the Nike slogan, just do it. Like, just do it. All right, one more for the collective as it pertains to this full moon in Virgo. You don't need all the answers right now. Let me tell y'all, like, I can only speak from experience. And it's crazy, like, thinking back on it, you know, when, you know, I was in the midst and I had no answers. Like, it was almost like a completely blank slate. And I was just, you know, it almost felt like, how can I say this? Like, it was almost like being on, like, in a way, like autopilot and just, you know, like letting, like, it was almost like my body was just being pulled in, you know, a direction to do certain things, to, like, even like I stopped eating certain foods, I stopped doing certain things. Like, it was all just like a process that my whole body went through, honestly. And I'm better, like, I'm better for it. Like, I couldn't eat what I was eating. I couldn't drink what I was drinking. I couldn't, you know, it was just a lot. A lot. Certain, like, my body started telling me, like, what to do. In a way, like, but it was, you know, based off of, you know, just my spirit being ready to, you know, evolve and grow. But I was shown how. I was shown, you know, the way, because I, you know, for me, I listened. Can I get one more? And some of you, you know, you may need to listen to your body at this time, because it'll tell you, it'll let you know, like, when something's off, when something's on. You may even notice yourself starting to reject certain things. Yeah, because that's a very real thing. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? Yeah, so we have the energy is gaining momentum with the waxing moon, which, you know, we are in that energy right now. It's waxing up to the full moon. And then we have the full moon eclipse, which this is a full moon lunar eclipse that's happening in Virgo. And it says conclusions are within reach. So this is letting me know, like, there's a cycle, there's a you know, a culmination of a cycle for some of you. And then we have a personal issue reaches resolution, the full moon in Cancer energy. For some of you, it's making me feel like you could be possibly moving and or, you know, traveling. It feels like with this personal issue reaches resolution, that, you know, this could just be something that is happening internally for you. It may not, you know, even play out externally. Not that it has to, but for some of you, I'm feeling like it's very, you know, integral to you. That's what it makes me feel like. Because full moons, you know, they're illuminating. They, you know, shine lights on things. They bring, you know, light in the dark. But like I said, it's a releasing energy. For some of you, there is an energy here that's almost like, it's really making me feel like very Aries, like, just take a leap of faith. Take this leap of faith. I know, you know, some people be like, oh, you know, look before you leap. But it almost makes me say, like, even if you don't have to, that's what I just want to say, like, you don't have to. You can, if you have faith, you're always going to land on your feet. And don't doubt your intuition either. get one more. So bottom of the deck we have breathe, yeah. And this is making me feel like there's a need to just center yourself, to sit with yourself, to center yourself, and just almost like, for some of you, you need to carve out some alone time so that you can, get the messages that are needing to come to you so that you can sit with your intuition. We have a deep knowing. Because it's almost like deep down, but it's almost like spirit is trying to, with a higher power, like make sure that you have what it is that you need to, close out this cycle with, clean it up. But some of you're not in a space or a place where you can sit by yourself. And that's what you need right now. You need just some isolation, even if it's 5 minutes. Even, I would recommend a little bit longer than that, but because it makes me feel like, look at both of these cards. It makes me feel like saying, tap in. Look at the eyes on the moon with the owl. It's almost like you need to tap into your other senses. Like, it almost makes me feel like seeing, like someone is heavily reliant upon what their physical eyes see in their reality. They are, it's almost like a hyperfixation, like, well, if I can't see it, then it's not real. Nah. Like, if they can't see it, it doesn't exist or it's not real. And it's like, no, 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 no. Because it's almost like spirit is like, no, even with this higher power, like, let me clear that up for you. Like, I get one for the overall energy as it pertains to this full moon. Yep. There we have it. Truth be told. Yeah, it's almost like take off the rose-colored glasses. Bottom of the deck we have why. And it's almost like I'm feeling this why two ways. Like, some of you're going to see why. This is almost making me feel like the answers you need are coming. But for others of you, it's almost like this is you questioning, like, but why? Because, like, why would you want to keep seeing the world through, like, an illusion and not seeing it for what it is, not for what you, like, are making it up to be? Like, that's what it makes me feel. Like, why? Like, why? Can I get another one? Like, I don't, like, this is just someone that is, or an energy that just wants things to stay the same. And it's like, no, like, what? Is it like, it almost makes me feel like a very lazy energy. Like, someone is like, I'm not judging, but it's just like lazy. Like, they don't want to do anything, but they want everything to come to, what? Can I get one more? We have yang, which is masculine energy, and then we have a deep knowing. Yeah, for some of you, this is, you know, masculine energy, male or female, doesn't matter. But it's a very intuitive male, masculine energy here. Or someone is learning, is going to be, they're still going to be learning how to use or utilize their intuition. But in order to do that, it's like you can't utilize what your intuition is telling you, because your intuition doesn't lie, and still want to be in this, it almost makes me want to say, like, fake energy. Like, you can't be real and fake at the same time. Like, you have to pick a side, because that's what is making me feel like I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's almost like you know who you are, but you'd rather be or play or portray something that is not you. Like, you can't serve two masters. It's physically impossible. It's mentally impossible, spiritually, mentally, like it's impossible. Because it's like, for some of you with this yang energy, masculine energy, especially like that Aries energy, it's like the initiation. Some of you are wanting to, like, or you will be initiating, like, it's like a fire initiation, where you're gonna have to burn up whoever this character, persona, perception, you have to get rid of it. You know it too, like, let me get one more. Can I get one to go next to this truth be told, please? That was a flexible card. Yeah, and it's like someone is still trying to hold on to this, like a mask, or like I said, a perception or persona or a mindset, mentality, a lifestyle even. Yeah, gotta let it go. Orphan, yeah. Because it's hurting you. And then here we have fork in the road. Like I said, you gotta pick a side, pick a direction. You can stay in this energy over here and, be feeling, abandoned, feeling lack, left out in the cold, very isolated, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, materially lacking with this orphan card. Because it's almost like that it's hurting you as well. And then we have with the yang and the deep knowing, this is like, yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Like, you can stay in this energy or you can go for what you know. The choice is yours. Yeah. Because then we have soulmates up under that, with a change in the wind. And building blocks. Now, I feel like the soulmate energy is just you deciding to do what is right for you at a soul level. Like I said, for some of you, this is all internal. It doesn't have to, and I don't even feel that for the majority of you, it does involve another person. For some of you, it can. But in choosing yourself and doing this for yourself, you choose the other person as well. So, if that's the scenario for you. because there's almost like there's something that could be going on where there's a lot of, it's some type of routine and pattern with building block and never ending story. What you're doing, like the people that you're collaborating with, because it's changing the wind as the 5 of Wands, and it's almost like you just want peace. You're tired of the same old, like they're saying the same old song. Like, because it almost makes me feel like something could be like, or seemingly be on repeat for a person. What they keep, the things that they keep doing, the people that they keep interacting with. But yeah, let's see. I don't want this to be too long. So, bottom of the deck, yes, we have the Ten of Wands, which is, it could be looked at as like being heavily burdened. It could be being looked at as like, the release of a burden. It's really making me feel like these conclusions are within reach. Energy where somebody is just dropping all those 10 wands. That's from the 10, it goes to the ace. Under that, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Then we have the Queen of Wands, the Mother of Wands in this deck with Death, and the Emperor. For some of you, this makes me feel like because they're saying selfish people. Some of you, you could be this selfish person. Because the 9 of Pentacles as well as the Queen of Wands could be a very selfish energy. In its own right. You see how it can come off as like protecting, but it's really like, for the benefit of oneself. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. But it's almost as if there is a masculine energy that's either, putting this to, ending the cycle with a person like this, or this is their own feminine energy and how they choose to, like it almost makes me feel like exert it into the world, like being very selfish, like, and it's become too much for this person because ultimately what it does is it puts them on the outside. Like again, for a lot of you, I feel like this is just all you. Having this, this way about you. Because the feminine energy within a, as I say, like I feel like this is the feminine side of a masculine. It's almost like the need to be cared for and, that wanting to be nurtured and, almost like a baby, like wanting to be taken care of can, especially as an adult, can come off very needy. Like that's the only word I can explain. Like like whoever is in this energy like almost presents themselves as like having it all together, They could, you know how they always say, what look good to you may not be good for you. So this person could be very attractive, but it's almost like they struggle with actually like really truly being independent. So it's almost like because of that, they like, I want to do this. Like they take. And for some of them, they're realizing like that, could have caused, they're saying, caused their demise with the death card here. And it's almost like with the Emperor and the Sun, they're seeing, as masculine energy is seeing how they need to be a little more like real with the Mother of Swords, like real upfront and honest with themselves, and stop trying to, like with the Seven of Swords, sidestep what they know to be true. Like people, like not for nothing, people that are in this energy, they're very aware of what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. And for some of you, this could also be, if it's playing out between other people, I'm only, saying this because it's here. Um, you may have dealt with, feminine energy that is like this, whether they're, like I said, don't get caught up in the gender. This could be a man, and this Emperor masculine energy could be a woman. You may have dealt with women and or men that are in this energy, and you're done with that. Someone, whoever is in masculine energy, they've been dealing with people or a feminine energy like this, even if it's another man, like a friend or whatever the case may be, and they're done with that. And it's almost like for some of you, you have a Queen of Swords energy like around you that, it's almost like you're starting to see what they've said, is what I'm hearing, with the Emperor, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords. Because a Queen of Swords can spot the bullshit, and they're going to call it too, even if you try to hide it. Even if, like whatever the case may be, they can see it. They're a Queen of Swords, so that's natural for them. They will call bullshit. For some of them, or for some of you, this Queen of Swords could see this about you. Could have seen it about you as well. Well, let's see. Let me see what time it is. Yeah. So can I get one for truth be told and orphaned? Because it's almost like that Seven of Swords. It's tied to this truth be told. Yep. Look. The Five of Cups. Look at that. That's a lot of regret. That's a lot of, they're saying, guilt and remorse. I mean, but you gotta make peace with that, on your own. Here's another one. And we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, this is just like the reason you are in this energy, or, portraying this persona, this lifestyle, is because it's like you really didn't love yourself enough. You didn't. Bottom of the deck, we have the devil. And I've always said on my channel, loving yourself is one of the hardest things to do. Because a lot of people really don't know love. They know what it sounds like. They know what they think it feels like. But in order to love somebody else, you have to love yourself. But loving yourself is hard. It's loving yourself without, with every flaw, I'll say, with everything you don't like about yourself. It's loving that too. Like it's a very hard thing to do. So it's not easy to love and accept and, and just want, like, I mean, it's not, because, like this world makes you feel like, you're not worthy. You don't look this way. You don't have this and that. Who gives a flying fuck? Like, who cares? Like, you have to learn how to be comfortable within you. And for some of you, with this devil energy at the bottom, it's like you place your love, because it's Capricorn. You may have placed it on, your status, your job, not like what are other people, toxic people, places, things, addictions. Like, you could have gave your love to that, and look at where it's got you. This is the Five of Pentacles, and then we have the Five of Cups. Can I get one more? Let this truth be told and orphan. Yes. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. And it's almost like, because what they're saying to me is like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And it's a very true saying. Because it's almost like, for some of you, this Ace of Cups was presented to you, but it's almost like you downplayed it. But it was like your way forward. It was your way out of this energy. And some of you, it's like you're almost realizing it too late with like this Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. So like it's almost like you're realizing it a little too late. Can I get one for this Five of Cups? And for some of you, I'm getting the Six of Cups, which represents the past. And it could represent, also patterns and behaviors. Yeah, we have a King of Cups. The Father of Cups. Where it's almost like, yep, oh man, damn. Where you took that Ace of Cups and like put it on the back burner. You put it in the back seat. Whether this was love for another person, place, or thing, but it feels like the love for yourself. It feels like self-love. You put it behind you. Now, for some of you, it is a person. We have an Empress at the bottom of the deck. It's like you brushed it off. And then we have the King of Swords. But now it's like, damn, I see it now. And it's like you had, excuse me, and you knew the truth all along. The King of Swords or the Ace of Swords, he knows. And now it's just like, damn, the Five of Pentacles. You let, that need for some of you, it's control. For some of you, it's, like I said, it's status. You let that need for status and, looking a certain way or being, within society's, like, because they're saying societal norms, that you allow that to drive your actions with the devil and the Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. You let it drive your actions. So can I get one for Yang and Deep Knowing? Yang and Deep Knowing. We have the Ten of Cups. And what that makes me feel is like, like you just want things to be, you want life and whatever it is that you're doing, because that's what I feel off of this Ten of Cups. You want life. You want, to have that, loving family, homey vibration. That's what you want. And it's not, it's saying that, it's possible. It's tangible, yeah. That's what you wish for with the Star. But for some of you with the Two of Swords, because you were in, two minds, and this is an eclipse, you cut yourself, you blocked your own self from it with the Two of Swords because of the things that you've been through. There's that Six of Cups. And this could be, rooted in family, because I'm being drawn to the roots down here. It doesn't have to be, but it could just be, things of the past that you invested yourself in. It could even be, other relationships, or because of past relationships, no matter what type of relationships they were. We don't always just get betrayed in love. Sometimes you get betrayed by your friends, your family, or go through bad situations with, at work, whatever the case may be. Can I get another one for Yang and Deep Knowing? Yeah, Justice. So for some of you with Justice being here, it's almost like this is like, I'm being like that truth be told, everything keeps leading back to this card. I may get one. And now it's like you're ready to do what's best for you. You're ready to be honest and upfront and moral and just when it comes to what it is that you want, that Ace of Wands, which comes after, we started out with that Ten of Wands. Then we have the Eight of Wands and the King of Wands, the Father of Wands. Because the King of Wands takes action. And you could have, I feel like this, we've seen the Emperor. So this masculine energy is the Emperor. But it feels like you're going from, like almost like wallowing emotionally to wanting to take action physically. That Yang energy, utilizing that fire. Because that's what a King of Wands does. He takes action. He knows what he wants. And he goes after it. And notice how there's that lightning strike. And you know what they say? They say lightning never strikes the same place twice, right? I'm not sure how true I feel that is. Because you know what this is making me feel like? Like that Ace of Wands coming through is, for some of you, it's almost coming through as like a second chance. Sometimes you don't always get a second chance to do something. So if you're being presented with a second chance in this Ace of Wands, with this Ace of Wands, you see how the lightning strike is hitting the one wand there and hitting behind this masculine. if you get a second chance in whatever situation this is, whether this is, within you, or, for some of you, it could possibly have to do with, a second chance with another person, don't blow it. Like, seriously, don't blow it. It's almost making me feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, use it to your advantage, because you don't get, that's exactly what it makes me feel. Second chances are not always guaranteed. Can I get one more? And then we'll grab the guidance and advice. Can I get one more, please? The Ten of Pentacles. Ah, I love this. Do y'all see the graduation of colors here? We start off very, very black and white. And as each card goes, we get oh, can't make this shit up. The Sun. I'm hearing it's a new day. It's a new day. That's what I'm hearing. It's a new day. Because it's almost like with this Ten of Pentacles, with this Ten of Cups being kind of what you want, a wish fulfillment, justice is coming in okay, this is what you have to do to create that, to, you have to, be this energy in order to create. You have to be the Ten of Cups to create the Ten of Pentacles. You can't be over here being all frivolous and not, I don't even want to say frivolous, but just not being real with yourself. Can I get one for truth be told? Knowing that it's hurting you physically, for some of you emotionally. But I'm hearing I thought I had time. Some of you thought you had time. Time waits for no man. The Wheel of Fortune in here. Time waits for no man. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, you were wrestling with what, again, that card, what was it? Balanced spirituality and practicality. You were at war with the Five of Pentacles between your intuition, what you knew and what you felt, versus what you were actually seeing and or presenting or projecting out into your reality. Can I get another one? The truth be told, why the High Priestess? For some of you, this is a feminine energy that is a High Priestess. Someone that, knows, they trust their intuition, they go with it. It is their guide. And then we have the Seven of Wands. This person, stands out. And for some of you, your intuition was trying to get you to, stand out as well, but it's almost like you didn't want to. Not, standing out in a, in an egotistical sense, but whoever this, if this High Priestess is a feminine energy for you, there is no competition with this person. No, you know how they say no one can hold a flame to you? If this is another person for you, there is no competition. Some of you are realizing that about this person. If you're a masculine energy. No one compares. Yeah. I'm hearing with the Two of Pentacles, the yin to your yang, but it almost makes me feel like you tried to compare like apples to apples. This person against a whole bunch of like, and there's no, there is no comparing. And for some of you, this high priestess, if this is all you, it was almost like you were struggling with deciding on, how can I say this? Because again, it's making me feel like within your feminine energy, you were worried about, like how people would look at you, how you would seem. Like it's almost like you wanted to fit in and almost like be normal, but no. I mean, granted, you can be average, mediocre, whatever the case may be if you want, but some of you that's not what you were meant to do. That's not who you were meant to be. It's like it was hard for you to not be you. Look at that. Imagine a butterfly not being able to fly or spread its wings. That's torture. What? Like that doesn't even feel comfortable. Like, but we're stopping there. Like we are stopping there. Can I get one for the guidance and advice, Spirit? So we have the new moon energy. A new start is coming. The next new moon is going to be an eclipse as well. But then we have at the bottom of the deck, nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon, which this full moon is, with it being in Virgo, that's mutable earth. So this is this. And this is this too. That nothing is yet set in stone, but like this is making me feel like a new start is coming. It makes me feel like this Wheel of Fortune card, like time is the opportunity for this new start is going to come. You can take it or you can let it pass you by. Yep, because it's coming regardless. The tower's there. The cycle is ending and closing whether you want it to or not. And let's get one of these. Can I get one for the guidance and advice? Because it makes me feel like, that soap opera. As the world turns, you can keep living the soap operas like they never stop. It's a never ending story. Nah. You can keep that pattern. It's the choice is yours. Can I get one for the guidance and advice? The guidance and advice. All right. Oh, we have community. What is that? Number 8. All right, so it says community. The essential meanings: belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. This card signals a new affiliation with the group. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our families and communities. In a community, everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the group, your presence is needed. Relationship message. That was the oracle's message. You're discovering the essential qualities that you share with another, and perhaps also those you don't share. There are times when you follow and the other person leads, and times when you lead and the other person follows. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another. Accepting the truth that everyone has flaws is a part of that dance. Yet, you are being asked to be aware of the dynamics you don't want to repeat. You are in the perfect place to make changes in order to experience the best version of who you can be together. Prosperity message. Whenever you're in a community of like-minded others, there is a powerful opportunity to reap great abundance. It's essential to ask, what can I contribute, rather than what can I get from this? Figure out a need and look to fulfill it. Something meaningful will manifest. Even if what manifests is small, it's a sign that the doors of opportunity will swing open wider. There is also another meaning of this card to consider. Don't try to be all things to all people. Choose your role and be true to it, and serve from a sense of authenticity. There is no greater feeling of accomplishment than knowing you have purpose. And then it says protection message. Beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in the group? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within a larger whole? This will never fulfill you. Now is the time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall, be you. Authenticity is true self-expression, and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into the role your heart tells you to take. Making yourself small bears too high a cost. Yo, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, it's costing you too much. It really is. Like, it's costing you too much. Bottom of the deck. As much as I really, like, I don't. I know it's here. But I just don't like that people get caught up into thinking that, this shit is all about relationships. No, the number one relationship is how you relate to yourself. That is the determining factor for all relationships. So yes, this is here. And, like, I'm glad it's here because you know what they say, like, sometimes it takes two. It takes two people on the same caliber, the same frequency to really create change. Yes, one man and or woman can change the world, but when two people get together, it is monumental. Like, it's two people of the same frequency and caliber can get together to do something. It can change the dynamic. Just seeing this, people seeing you together. What is the name of that song? Oh my God, it's playing in my head. I'm gonna find it because it came to me. It's by Tony Terry, and it says "When I'm with you," or "When I'm with you" is the name of the song. But he goes, "When I'm with you, it's for real. What I feel when I'm with you." And hold on, give me 1 second. He says, he says, he says, "When I'm with you, it's for real. What I feel." He says, "When I'm with you, I wonder why people do stop and stare and smile at us." And he says, "When I'm with you, the sun shines my way." He says, you know, maybe our love reflects its rays of light on everyone in the world. Sometimes, like, that is, you know, all it takes, you know, for, you know, other people to, like, believe in love, believe in, you know, have faith, you know, is seeing it. Because a lot of people have to see something to believe it. But it's almost like you when you believe it, then you see it. It's opposite, but that's what this makes me feel like, you know, like. But even if this is just you, like I said, aligning with you within yourself, it's going to benefit, you know, the people around you. Like, it really is. Can I get one for community? Where we at? 106. One for community, please. The Three of Pentacles. I love it. It's going to create a strong foundation. Because it's almost like, you know how they say, like, each one teach one. That's what it's making me feel like. It's the beginning, you know, collaborations. I love it. I love it. So as always, y'all, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope that this reading, you know, resonated for you. And if not, it just wasn't your story, and that's fine. I hope everyone, you know, enjoys this full moon. I hope everyone is safe out there. If I didn't already say, thank you all for tuning in with me. And I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Later.